everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 3S5. I am dangling myself precariously at the edge of my skyscraper for no real reason other than to show you the desert that's been blown up significantly. I don't know if it looks much different. It looks much different when you're on the ground, but I mean, yeah, I've used several stacks of TNT since the last time we spoke. That is besides the point. Today we are going to be doing lots of redstone related things so that we can eventually get to some more cool looking things. We need to build an iron farm. And the reason why is mainly because I mean, I have plenty of iron, but to be able to trade it with the villagers would be really nice, and you know, why not? So I'm gonna build it right on top of my creeper farm, which is right here. Beautiful creeper farm, which is still working, except it's spawning a lot of bats, which I don't like. I can't even hear myself think right now. Now, the iron farm in question, I'm following a video tutorial by, what's his name? By Cubix Creations. However, Cubix Creations has already said that he did not actually come up with this design. He's following a tutorial himself. So this is not going to be as grand as the iron farm from last season, but I don't need an iron farm as crazy as last season. So yeah, I need these materials. That's about it. I know it's not a lot, and that's a good thing. After we build this iron farm, we will probably get to some decorations. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to build something too, because for this tutorial that he's having me do, that I'm following, this tutorial is done by digging a hole into the ground. But obviously I have no hole to dig into the ground, so I'm gonna have to build something. I'm gonna have to build my own platform. So this is gonna be more complicated than the tutorial suggests. Yeah, cause now it's doing redstone with chrome cable, and we always know that stuff explodes and goes horribly wrong when I do redstone. So I think, for the sake of my sanity and for the sake of you losing brain cells just watching me lose brain cells, I think I'll do this time-lapse style. I think that would be a smart way to go about this. So let's attempt it. Time-lapse style. Here we go! I think I've done it. This looks a lot more simple when it's like this. So essentially in here are the beds. I have to put 3 villagers in here, and then I have to have 1 zombie right there, and then iron golems will spawn in the top. Let me pillar up here. Iron golems will spawn up here. They will just naturally go towards the lava. They'll die, and that will fall into the hopper, which will go into this chest right here. This is hopefully where iron will end up. But to make sure that that happens, we actually have to get villagers and a zombie. This is probably going to be the most difficult part. It's the perfect time to do this, too, now that it is, in fact, nighttime. We got to get one to spawn first, so I have an idea for that. If I go up the scaffolding, we should see some bad guys spawning down here. I'm not seeing anything yet. It's not good. Just one. I just need 1 zombie. In fact, can we kill this creeper? Direct hit! Look at that. That was a beautiful shot. Can I do it again? 2 for 2? Nope, that was a practice one. That didn't count. We're going to try it again. The sun was in my eyes. I need zombie. I need zombie. Ow! Where's the zombie? There's no zombie. Maybe what I'll do in the meantime is I'll try and get those villagers. And I think the easiest way is if we row the boat from the village over here. I think that should work because I haven't taken a single villager out of that village. Marco. Hello? So there's no villagers in this village, which means I have to get them from spawn, which is fine. It's just gonna take a little while, so I'll be right back. Alright, I think I finally got it. This looks different down here because I've added a bubble vader on either side. I didn't really want to do that, but there was no other way that I could think of getting the villagers up to the spot. I mean, just imagine trying to get villagers to follow you up that flight of stairs and then up another bubble vader to get to the... It didn't sound possible. So I just built this, which kind of eliminates the purpose of this, but this still looks cool. So if you come all the way up to the top here, here's the farm, and I'll show you how it works. Now the creeper farm is still right down here, so I just have to drop down here, and I can wait for creepers, in which there are none, but I'm not surprised. But you hear that? That's the sound of an iron golem dying. Which is wonderful. That's exactly what we want. There he is. So there's a zombie that's... I don't know if I explained this or not, but there's a zombie that's right there. Right beneath me there's villagers. The villagers are just chilling and they're constantly having to look at the zombie. And they're freaking out, so they're building an iron golem constantly. Now these iron golems, the only place that they can spawn, because they covered this whole thing in slabs, the only place that they can spawn is in here. Which means they slowly get pushed into here, they die, and all of their stuff ends up in here. And look at this. This is just from like 25 minutes of AFKing, which is phenomenal. Look, there's one right now. So he dies, and then after they realize, oh shoot, we let our iron golem die, they need to build another one. And so they just keep on spawning in, and I keep on getting iron. Now I'll make a better collection system with hoppers and whatnot that lead down, but I'm pretty content with that. Right now, we need to do something rather important. So, some of you might be coming to the realization that it is November, which is typically the time of year that we fight the Ender Dragon. That is still the plan, and here's the thing. I don't have to go looking for the portal. Seth found it, but he found it accidentally, or quote-unquote, he claims that he found it accidentally. He says he was mining and he stumbled upon it and he sent me a picture and it was activated. But he did find it, which is very helpful because that saves me a lot of time. And he sent me the coordinates a while ago and I figured let's go check it out. I have no idea where it is. So, the first coordinate is 268, which isn't that far. Okay, that's this way. The second coordinate is minus 1,742. So I basically have to travel in this direction a whole lot. I think I'm getting close. And by I think, I mean, look. There's a giant pillar in the middle of the water. I'm pretty sure that's where I need to be. What did he say? 268? Yup. 1742. I have made it. And actually, I didn't realize I've been in this area a lot before. I'm worried that when I break this, it's going to drop me into the portal itself. I really don't want to do that. How did he accidentally stumble upon this? Is it connected to a cave? If it's actually connected to a cave, then I will completely... Oh! Guys, I found it! Yeah, hi, portal. I literally have the power to jump in there right now, but I think what we'll do... Has he not looted any of this? It could be smart to loot some of this stuff. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's looted anything, unless he just thought that none of this was worth it. This one is a maze and a half. Hi! Hello there, my friend. By friend, I use that term lightly. Well, here's a cave. Oh! Hi! Forgot about the library. Anything valuable? Smithing template! That's some good stuff. Where's the other chest? The other chest should have... an identical smithing template? Yes. Wonderful. Okay, this is sort of worth it. Okay, it does look like that there's a lot of caves everywhere. So, I feel like I should sort of give Seth... I should give Yoda the benefit of the doubt, so... Okay, that's good, I guess. I'm sorry, Seth. Oh! Like an actual cave. Okay. Oh! More of an actual cave. I suppose I could explore said cave? Potentially? Would that be a horrible idea? I feel like it's not the worst idea I've ever had. Diamonds galore! Look at them all everywhere. Look at that, look at that, look at that! This is my first time actually mining diamonds. Believe it or not, in quite a while. I'll take that, and I'll take that. Thank you very much. Oh, and more. Oh, it's a beautiful day. I mean, every day is a beautiful day, of course. Every day is the day that the Lord has made. But today is particularly beautiful because there are diamonds in this day. More diamonds. More diamonds. Does Seth realize how many diamonds he missed out on? I hope he doesn't, because that helps me. More! Okay. More diamonds! Every time I ask the question if there's any more, I turn my head just a little bit and I find more. I will say, it never gets old actually finding them. Whether you need them or not, it's a great feeling. Minecraft, please don't change that. Please don't change that at all. I like the feeling of finding another diamond to add to my collection. Just like that!
Come to me, my precious.
Before you think I'm crazy, don't worry. It was just rewatching The Lord of the Rings. So that's why that came to mind. I'm not crazy. Not really. We're going back to the base, and we're going to build some stuff. We're going to build some stuff. We're going to build a meeting room. It's going to be great. Bye. But I've gone ahead and I've built a ceiling over here because there's something very special that's right above me. So if I go up here, this takes us to this space. Which, you might be thinking, what's the big deal about this? Well, right out here, you can see pretty much the whole desert, right? Now, there's going to be basically like a helicopter landing pad here, because on the Scarif Tower, I don't know if you remember, there's a landing platform for like high-ranking officers. There's a platform here that goes in here. So I'm going to build that, and that's going to be really useful for when we get Elytra, hopefully next episode. And we can swoop in, and we'll be right here. Now this is going to be a meeting room. We'll get our gilded blackstone, which I think will look cool, and some regular blackstone. I think all of these together will look pretty good, all things considered. So like this big, as a table. I think that's alright. Maybe a little wider, but I guess we can't really make it much wider. I guess we kind of can't. So we're just going to destroy a couple of blocks, turn them into others. I actually kind of feel like the gold ruins it a little bit. As cool as I thought that would be, if I replace it... Ooh, yes. I like that. Okay, so this is what I'm taking for our table. This is our meeting room table. I know you might think, what in the world, Chrome? That looks kind of strange. And you'd be right, it is a little strange. But I think it's a good strange. And then we do need chairs. Alright, now we're just going to experiment with one to start. So, how this works, put down a rail and a minecart, and we flip everything to place with those. And then you can literally sit in here and have yourself a meeting. It's clever. It's creative. I don't know how much I love it, though. See, this feels weird. I'm, like, really low compared to the table. You know what? I think we're going to save ourselves some time. And we'll just do some slabs. I know that sounds boring, and it is. But I think slabs are the way to go. And I think we can make ours look a little fancier. This will be our seat right here. So if we go like that, I think that's nice and fancy. I think that will be our seat. Our seat is the fancy one. Why? Well, I don't need a reason why. Okay, now we will add more to this meeting room. It won't be literally just this. But I think it would be a good idea to start building the platform. And the platform is going to be made out of this polished deep slate, which I'm going to need more of now that I look at it. Yes, let me make a little bit more of that and we can build this platform. It's going to look awesome! Alright, here it is. Here's the platform. Nothing special. Literally just a little thing that protrudes out from the tower. But then you can walk in to the meeting room itself, and I think that looks pretty cool. So, this goes right over the edge. If you were to fall, that would be a very untimely death, and you can just barely see the bottom of the pit down there. But it gives you a great view. So just imagine flying in, swooping in with your elytra, landing right here, and we can immediately go to the meeting room. And of course, my seat is over here. Now, I thought to put some armor stands to act as guards, because you figure, again, this is like an Imperial base. So when you have your top officers sitting up here, you're going to want some protection. So these are kind of acting as guards. So I need to get them all kitted out with iron armor. Fortunately, I have an iron farm. These soldiers need some new pants. I'm also thinking, in the next episode when we fight the dragon, and eventually then we'll get elytra, we'll be able to get some end-rods, and I'll put a couple end-rods here, because they kind of look like landing strip lights, I think. So putting them there would look pretty cool, and I think they'd look more futuristic than putting redstone torches there instead. And ta-da! There we go. We have all of our soldiers. It's actually kind of creepy here at night and just having them like sitting here staring at me. But there's 2 to protect the entrance. There's 3 on each side to protect the people that are sitting here. And then there's 2 back here that are protecting the entrance and the exit. And of course, myself, who will be sitting right here. Not that I need protection, you know, I'm super powerful. No, I don't need protection. But I also kind of do. So I think that's pretty good for the meeting room. Obviously, we'll get a cool roof going in here pretty soon. But I think that about does it. So, I think we're going to do one more thing in this episode. And that's a little bit more explosions over in here. Nothing crazy, just some fun explosions. Explosions that look like this. Alright, let's wrap this up by fortune 3ing these diamonds. Finally got a fortune 3 pick. So we're just going to go ahead and see what wealth we have acquired from earlier today. Alright, 18 ore turned into 48 diamonds. Hey, I'll take it. That's pretty good. I think that turned out pretty well. I can throw that into my ender chest. And do you hear that? Something's calling to me. Out over yonder. It's the end portal. The end portal's calling to me. I need to jump in. I think it's time. But not this time. Next time. See you then.